Hey guys, Metagross Freak here, and this is a big video. This is my 200th video. I'm pretty dang excited because a couple years ago I didn't think I'd make this many videos, and now I have. So, for number 200, I wanted to do something important. I haven't done a theory video in a while, and I haven't done a pony video in a while, so number 200 is all about the new elements of harmony, and you'll see what I mean by that. So, to start this theory off, go ahead and put on your thinking caps. You thought I was joking, didn't you? So, the pony trading cards tell us that there's more than 6 elements. It says that Luna and Celestia are the elements of the sun and the moon respectively, and that Cadance and Shining Armor are the dual wielders of the elements of love. Maybe what we failed as bronies to realize is that just because there are more than 6 elements doesn't mean that each pony can only wield one. If you remember back, Celestia had to wield all 6 elements of harmony to seal Luna into the moon, and when Luna was sealed, Celestia wielded the moon and the sun. Now this could just be because she's an alicorn, but maybe there are secondary elements for each of the main 6. So, since, for example, Celestia was the element of the sun, the moon being a sister element, it explains why she might have been able to control it. I know it's kind of a tangent, but in the Avatar: The Last Airbender universe, there are the 4 big elements, fire, earth, water, air. And, those are the ones they make a big deal about, but there's other elements too, like blood bending, plant bending, ice, lightning, metal bending, and even just energy itself, like we saw in the original finale. I think we can get hints at these elements based on the cliffhangers we have had at the end of each of the Season 4 episodes. The episodes Princess Twilight Sparkle gave us the box with the 6 locks. Obviously, this is going to be the season conflict, like the Star Swirl the Bearded Journal was last season. Castlemania gave us a Pony of Shadows, who's probably going to be this season's villain. And they also gave us the restoration of the Castle of the Two Sisters, which that restoration project was brought back up in Power Ponies. So it's nice that they're continuing that. Daring Don't gave us Rainbow Dash Geeking Out, which is kind of nice, continuity-wise. And learning more about being genuine to herself. Not only that, she met her hero and appeared in a Daring Do book, which that's the image we were left with, is the Daring Do book. In Flight to the Finish, I don't have a Scootaloo, dang it. In Flight to the Finish, which was a Scootaloo episode, it gave us insight on Rainbow Dash being a mentor, again showing growth in her character. Power Ponies, here we go. Power Ponies, of course, continued the theme of restoring the old castle, as well as showing that Spike is indeed useful. He originally had doubts about this, but after the events of the Magic comic book, he realized his worth, and the comic literally disappeared off the table. Bats, which is a great episode, of course, was built more on the idea of Fluttershy learning to stand up for herself more. When she does, however, stand up for herself, she's turned down by her friends and accidentally vampirized. And the end shows that others that, realizing to them that Fluttershy was right to begin with. And so Fluttershy is really mentoring her friends in acceptance and kindness, but she keeps a fang, so I don't know what's up with that. I also don't know why this little Fluttershy doesn't have correct wings. Correct mane. Rarity Takes Manhattan shows, of course, the important lesson that generosity sometimes bites you in the butt, and we're also introduced to the rainbow thread at the end. It's been pointed out by Digibrony, who's really awesome, that the rainbow glow also appears when Rarity has her realization earlier on, and there's like this rainbow glow in her eyes. Most recently, coming tomorrow, this is made on Friday the 10th. On tomorrow, Saturday the 11th, we have the episode Pinkie Apple Pie, where Pinkie Pie finds out she might be related to Applejack somehow. Obviously, none of us have seen the episode unless it got leaked somehow, but I haven't seen the episode yet. But during the song Apples to the Core, Pinkie Pie kind of looks a little depressed, which of course is the opposite of, the element of laughter. And it's only near the end of the song that it's Applejack who perks her back up again. So what's my point then? What are the additional elements I'm speaking of? It's all speculation, but this season seemed to have a theme of spreading your element. Rainbow Dash gives Scootaloo a pep talk about being awesome, which, is basically her talent. And Rainbow Dash also teaches Daring Do a lesson in humility. Both, of course, are which is a big thing that she had to learn herself earlier in the series. Fluttershy shares not only her kindness but her tolerance, which we previously saw back in Keep Calm and Flutter On, which even though Discord was being a total DICK to her and all of her friends, she was still being tolerant and willing to put up with him because she knew it was better for the rest of the world, and she genuinely wanted to be his friend. And it's Rarity, in her episode Rarity Takes Manhattan, shares her generosity, and although it's originally taken advantage of by that one bewitched pony, it does benefit Coco, and Coco really does benefit from her generosity, and she ends up getting to work on a show at the end. Spike, of course, in Power Ponies shares his knowledge, but knowledge isn't really an element. I mean, if you're going to go for an element of knowledge, 9 times out of 10 people would say it's Twilight. But take a look at Twilight this season. She's hanging back and not getting involved. All the review videos have pointed out that, Twilight's basically pointless. In fact, in Rarity Takes Manhattan, she goes to get a cab, and everyone's just like, you have to wait in line of 20 other people. She's a princess, and they were going to make her wait in line, or I don't know. It seems, I don't know, I just think it's weird that, that she's not getting involved, or maybe her being a princess isn't that big of a deal. It seems obvious to me that now that she's hit Alicorn level, she's reached her full potential, and the rest of the main 6 and Spike haven't. So the 6 keys that we saw back in the 2-part premiere are likely to be found by them. If I had to guess, Spike's element probably has to do something with either his greed or his utility. Most episodes that focus on Spike either have one of those two, which is his dragon's avarice or his wanting to be useful. So his element, his element is probably related to one of those two. And now that Twilight's a princess, and Spike is kind of, Spike fills the role of being her assistant / little brother, which is still kind of weird. They need to work that out. A stewardship element could be possible. On the other hand, we still have hints at the Rarity Spike ship, seen in Rarity Takes Manhattan when he carries her 20-something bags. So it's possible that Rarity's charity, it's sketchy, and Spike's primal instinct of greed will somehow intertwine. That's just my theory there. So obviously in the season premiere, the main 6 gave up their elements, and the Tree of Harmony, I think that's what it's called, responded with giving them the mystery box, and almost like the box is the next step. It's kind of it's kind of like a mission. It's okay, cool, you got part 1 of your job done. Here's part 2. I can't name the elements, obviously, because I can't obviously state, because I'm not Megan McCarthy or any of the writers, but we can still guess at the extra elements, because I think they might be offshoots of the original elements, like I mentioned in Avatar. For example, Fluttershy may be the element of kindness, but a lot of her more recent episodes that focus on her are focusing on her tolerance. Rainbow Dash's loyalty, the element of loyalty, but her recent episodic struggles usually deal with her being more genuine to herself. And if you think about it, being genuine is being loyal to yourself. Rarity is the element of generosity, but we clearly saw that it was her that sparked the good deeds due to her aid. So maybe her second element is charity, which, like I've said, but it rhymes with rarity, and so they could easily make a song out of that too. I could only guess that for Pinkie Apple Pie, either Pinkie Pie or Applejack will spread their element to the other, possibly unlocking their potential element. So only time will tell. That's just my theory, and I'd actually like to hear what you guys have to say about it. Other than that, I have no other plans for this video, and it's been really cool to make a bunch of videos for you guys. I mean, I know I'm not the most popular person on YouTube, and my two Team Fortress 2 top 10 list videos have been heavily criticized, but I'm okay with that because, not every video can be a winner. I like hearing your guys' feedback. Some of you guys have some really cool points. Some of you have some cool ideas. And in fact, this video was inspired by a comment somebody left a while ago on a pony video I did. So, to my currently 160 subscribers, thank you very much. And if you guys have been here from the very start and watched since video number 1, thank you for making it all the way to video number 200, and expect tons more cool stuff coming your way. And I'm Metagross Freak, and thank you for watching.